Hi, sales enablers. Let's dive into Showell Courses. This is your built-in learning management system. With it, you can participate in training, build engaging learning paths, and follow up on participation and results across your teams. Depending on your license, you may access only the app, only courses, or both. This keeps things flexible. For example, sales and marketing can use the full Showell feature set, while the wider company can still take courses without accessing sales collateral. To participate, open the Courses tab. You'll see clear categories and their subcategories, plus My Courses. My Courses shows what you've started and what you've completed. It's the fastest way to continue learning or revisit finished trainings. Most courses are available immediately. However, some may be locked because they depend on another course. If you encounter this, Showell clearly points you to the required course first, so you always know the next step. Let's open the Company Introduction course. Before starting, you get a concise preview. You'll see what the course covers and the estimated time to complete. Click Start Course to begin. Inside the course, content is structured into lessons and quizzes. The first lesson contains a description, an estimate duration, and several lesson items. Open them one by one and study at your own pace. Here's a quick tip. Click the file title to discover additional context, if available. When you finish an item, mark it Done to return to the lesson. Once all items are viewed, the lesson is marked Complete. The next step unlocks automatically. In our example, a quiz becomes available right away. Note that at any time, you can see your progress on the right-hand side, or have a quick look back at the course details. When viewing the quiz, you'll see the estimated duration, a short description, and the number of correct answers required to pass. Passing is essential to continue in the course and unlock the next lesson. Click Start to begin. All right, question 1. The most important factor is following the company's internal values. Next, question 2. Endless energy does not use nuclear power or human-powered treadmills. Question 3. The benefit of internalizing company values is that you become better at selling the products. Finally, question 4. Our products include wind park systems, solar energy solutions, and electric vehicle charging stations. Let's finish the quiz. Great, we scored 3 out of 4. Let's check the summary. Seems we forgot to mark fossil fuels in question 2. Let's fast forward. We complete the remaining lessons and the final quiz. Course completed. Let's give this course a rating, and that's it. Congratulations. Now we'll show how you, as an admin, can get started with setting up courses. Let's start by configuring the environment. Go to Admin, then LMS Settings. Upload your main brand image to align with your company identity. You can also rename the Courses tab in the side menu to match your internal terminology. From the Categories section, create categories and subcategories to organize training programs. Use branding at the category level to keep navigation visually clear. This helps learners find the right content quickly, even as your catalog grows. There are 2 entry points to create and manage courses. Navigate to Admin, Course Management, or open the Courses tab and switch to Edit mode in the top right corner. Every course follows a simple structure. It consists out of lessons and quizzes. Lessons contain lesson items such as documents or images, while quizzes contain a variety of questions. Let's build a course. Click Add Course and give it a name Charging into the Future. Inside the course, you'll find 3 tabs. Preferences defines the course details. Content is where you add lessons and quizzes. Participants shows participation and communication options. We'll begin with the course preferences. Add a thumbnail and write a clear description. Tell learners what the course is about, what they will learn, and why it matters. Assign the course to a category and subcategory. In this case, let's pick Endless Energy, Renewable Energy Basics. If you would want to create a new category, simply hit the plus. This allows you to keep your structure tidy without leaving the flow. A next option is Access. This allows you to make the course available to the entire workspace, specific groups, or selected individuals. You can also add prerequisites when a course must be completed first. This lets you build guided learning paths. It's ideal with, for example, onboarding. While we are on the topic, let's quickly jump back a page to the Course Management. At the top, open the Dependencies tab. Here you see how your courses link together at a glance. It's a quick way to audit paths, spot gaps, and confirm the order makes sense for learners. Okay, back to our course. Click the Content tab to start building the course. Here you can add lessons and quizzes in any order. With our example, let's build 2 lessons and a quiz to complete it. All right, Lesson 1. Let's click Add Lesson. We'll give it a title and a short description explaining what the lesson is about. Set an estimated duration so learners can plan their time effectively. Clear expectations help improve completion rates, especially for field teams with limited time between meetings. To add lesson materials, you can upload files such as documents, videos, or images, or select existing items already in your Showell workspace. Let's pick our products and renewable energy solutions documents. Once added, you can tailor each item, update the thumbnail, adjust the title, and add a description that explains why the learner should review it, or what the key takeaway is. Remember, these edits exist only inside the lesson and don't affect the original file in your workspace. This lesson looks ready. Save your changes and return to the course overview. Now let's create another lesson. This one will follow the first and can only be accessed once Lesson 1 is completed. Perfect. Keep in mind that you can always reorder lessons later if the path needs fine-tuning. Simply drag and drop the lessons and quizzes into the correct order. Learners will always need to complete the course in the order you define here. Let's move on and create a quiz to test what our users have learned. As usual, we'll start with a title, a description, and a duration. Click Add Question to create your first one. On the left-hand side, you'll see General Quiz Management and an overview of all questions created so far. The right-hand side lets you customize each individual question. Let's write our first question. What is the typical charging time for a Level 3 DC EV charger? For this one, we'll let the user pick a single correct answer by choosing Single Choice Question. Add the possible answers and mark the correct one. In this case, the second option is correct. At any time, you can save your progress by clicking Save Changes. Now let's add our second question. Which are the benefits of renewable energy integration into EV infrastructure? Here, we'll let the user select multiple right answers, so we choose Multi-Choice Question. You'll notice the radio buttons switch to checkboxes, allowing multiple selections. Let's add an additional answer by clicking the Add Answer button. Seems I've clicked one time too much. We'll remove the extra answer by clicking the trash bin icon. While you can include as many answers as you like, 5 will do for this example. For our last question, let's add some media. Type the question, then click Add Media. You can include any supporting material, but for this one, we'll add an image of a charging station design. We'll keep this question as single choice and now add our answers. This time, each answer will also include an image for the learner to pick from. Great, we've got all our questions set up. On the left side, you might have noticed the question set section. When you choose Ask All Questions, every question will appear in the order you defined. You can rearrange questions easily by dragging and dropping or by clicking the 3 dots next to each one. You can also determine how many answers need to be correct for a passing score. Let's set this quiz so that 2 out of 3 questions must be answered correctly. If you select Random Selection, the questions are shown in random order. You can even limit how many are asked. For example, let's choose only 2. Now, when a user takes the quiz, they'll see a different question set each time. If they fail, they'll get a new combination of questions on the next attempt. This is a great way to challenge learners and discourage guessing. If needed, flag important questions to ensure they always appear, even when using random mode. This guarantees essential knowledge is tested every time. For our example with just 3 questions, we'll keep it simple and stick with Ask All Questions. Here's a quick tip. Use Preview to see exactly how the quiz will appear for learners. When you're satisfied, save and return to the course overview. You can continue adding lessons and quizzes until your course is complete. Once everything is ready, publish the course. Remember that from the Participants tab, you can also notify users to make sure they're aware of the new course. Write a message and hit Send. You now know how to participate in and create a course. But perhaps even more importantly, once users have joined a course, you'll want to know the data behind it. To follow participation, open the Participants tab in any course. Here, you can instantly see how many users have started and completed the course, the average number of quiz attempts before passing, and the overall course rating. You can also check individual user progress at a glance. From the 3 dots next to a user, you can remove their participation, allowing them to retake the course. This is especially useful for annual certifications, policy refreshers, or when course content has been updated and everyone needs to confirm their knowledge again. If you'd like to go deeper, export participation data for detailed analysis. You'll receive information such as quiz attempts, time spent, and scores per user. Naturally, you can send out a reminder notification to users at any time if they haven't started the course yet. And if you want to know more user-specific data, open an individual user's profile from Admin Users. The Courses tab allows you to export that user's complete training history and progress in one file. That's Showell Courses from start to finish. A fast way to deliver knowledge, guide learning paths, and measure impact across your organization. With Showell, you'll keep enabling your sales teams.